Most men give up too soon. They assume they've lost the battle before the first move. She's pulling away, acting distant, responding differently, and you start writing the ending in your head. But what if this moment isn't the end? What if it's your best chance to reset the dynamic with calm, dignity, and standards? Stoicism gives you that path, not by chasing, begging, or playing games, but by choosing composure over panic, action over reactivity, and self-respect over approval-seeking. If you apply what follows, you'll be in a position most men never reach, centered, grounded, and attractive for the right reasons. 1. Why she's pulling away and why panic makes it worse. When distance appears, most men assume she's lost interest. Sometimes that's true. Often the reality is subtler, the mystery faded. Early on there was a chase, novelty, and healthy uncertainty. Predictability can dull spark if you overdisclose, overtext, or overvalidate. She's reading your emotional steadiness. People, not just women, notice how you handle shifts. Do you spiral, interrogate, or stay composed? She needs room to feel again. Attraction breathes in space. When attention feels unlimited, it depreciates. Common mistake. When she pulls back, you push harder. More texts, more calls, more explaining. This doesn't rebuild connection. It confirms neediness. Stoic correction. Match energy with calm neutrality. Give space without bitterness. Keep living well. 2. The silent test you didn't know you were taking. Pullback often functions like an unspoken check-in. Are you emotionally self-governed? Do you respect your time and boundaries? Are you living a full life beyond this relationship? Most men fail by double texting instantly, asking for reassurance before she offers clarity, rearranging their schedule at the first breadcrumb of attention. The men who pass? They don't punish, perform, or plead. They hold their ground, warm and receptive, but not rushed or reactive. Ironically, that's when she feels something again. Respect. 3. Controlled distance. The paradox of presence versus absence. People notice what's not always available. When you stop reflex replying, stop algorithmically liking every post, stop bending your day around maybe, you create respectful distance. Wait to text until you actually have something to say. Maintain your training, work, study, family commitments without apology. Offer presence that is quality over quantity. This isn't manipulation, it's standards. You're not withdrawing to punish, you're honoring your time and attention so they retain value. 4. What to do instead of chasing. If your instinct is to fix the whole situation with a long explanation, pause. Words don't rebuild attraction, conduct does. Match her pace. If she's slow, you don't speed. If she reaches out, reply like the grounded man you are, clear, concise, friendly. Keep your frame. You're available, not on call. You're interested, not attached to outcome. Let proof come from actions. Trust patterns over promises, yours and hers. 5. When she reappears, don't collapse the distance immediately. She disappears for a week and texts, "Hey." Many men treat this like a fire alarm and sprint. Don't. Be pleasant and unhurried. If plans come up, great. Set something reasonable. If not, continue your normal rhythm. Stay composed. No, "Where have you been?" ultimatums. No over-eager paragraphs. Guide the pace. If she canceled before, don't overinvest now. Let consistency accumulate again. Reward clarity, not breadcrumbs. When she shows up with sincerity and follow-through, that's when you lean back in. Respect for yourself inspires respect from others. 6. If she never comes back, not every chapter continues, and that's a gift disguised as loss. If a connection only works when you chase, it doesn't truly work. Detachment is power. You prefer her, but you do not need her. You continue your life, training, learning, serving, building, with or without a reply. That's Stoicism. Control the inner, let the outer be what it will. 7. The power of silence. Signal, not punishment. Silence is not a game. It's information. It says, I won't fight for attention I'm not being offered. Early on, she might expect you to return to pattern. When you don't, something shifts. You're no longer predictable. She reevaluates, not because you won, but because you grew. Silence creates room for both people to notice the truth about effort, priorities, timing, and compatibility. 8. Why she underestimated you until you stopped explaining. If you've always been available, people assume you'll always be available. When you step back with dignity, you replace certainty with curiosity. Why isn't he reaching out? Did I mistake his kindness for neediness? Is he actually moving forward and I'm not? You didn't teach her a lesson. You learned yours. Availability without reciprocity erodes attraction. Your attraction to yourself first. If you're about mastering your emotions and living with standards, subscribe to the Stoic Guy now. This channel is your weekly training ground for timeless wisdom you can use today. 9. The moment absence turns into awareness. At first, nothing feels different. Then your name doesn't pop up, your like doesn't arrive, your check-in doesn't land. That's when the reality sets in. You weren't a background character, you were a steady presence. And steady presence is rare. Whether she returns or not, you have already leveled up, because your center isn't outsourced. 10. The unspoken rule of attraction. People value what's hard to replace. If you were always there was nothing to risk. When you live with standards, purpose, boundaries, rhythm, your presence becomes meaningful again, not as a game, but as the natural result of self-governance. 11. When she checks the temperature. A random hey, an emoji, a like on an old post, these are pings. If you reply instantly and overenthusiastically, you reset the old dynamic. Better move. Respond like a man whose life is full, polite, light, and brief. If momentum builds, let actions, not nostalgia, lead. 12. The critical choice when she reaches out. 2 options. Fall into the old pattern, eager, overinvested, and outcome hungry. Stay consistent, calm, clear, and paced. Choose number 2. It maintains polarity and respect. You're open to the future, unchained to the past. 13. The ultimate Stoic mindset shift. You don't win by chasing. You win by becoming healthier, stronger, wiser, steadier. You don't need to prove your worth. You live it. You don't demand respect. You embody it. You don't play hot and cold. You practice standards with warmth. Detachment is not coldness. It's clarity. Prefer, don't cling. Invite, don't insist. Act, don't overreact. 14. If she truly comes back, let it be different this time. Set plans with clarity. Keep them. Communicate simply. Watch consistency. Share presence, not constant access. If she meets you with the same steadiness you offer, great. Build. If not, wish well and keep going. Either way, you walk away with your peace. 15. Don't chase. Level up. When you're let down, don't beg, don't bargain. Build. Train your body, train your mind, deepen your craft, strengthen your circle. Fill your days so fully that your evenings don't need rescuing. Your silence becomes a statement. I'm not angry, I'm ascending. If you're about mastering your emotions and living with standards, subscribe to the Stoic Guy now. This channel is your weekly training ground for timeless wisdom you can use today. 16. What Stoicism teaches you about love. Control the controllable. Your thoughts, your responses, your routine. Accept impermanence. Chapters end. Character endures. Choose virtue over validation. Be courageous, just, disciplined, wise. Prefer clarity over chaos. If it's mutual, it flows. If it's forced, it fractures. When you live this way, the right people don't need convincing. They recognize you. 17. Before you give up on her, ask yourself, am I reacting or responding? Reaction is impulse. Response is intention. Have I honored my standards? Time, communication, consistency. Have I allowed space for truth to surface without forcing outcomes? If this never restarts, am I still whole? Answer, yes, if you keep your center. What would the most disciplined version of me do right now? If a close friend described this exact situation, what advice would I give him? Have I verified patterns, consistent effort, instead of clinging to moments, a single sweet text? If she returns with consistency, meet her with presence. If she doesn't, thank the moment for revealing reality early. Either way, you won. Keep your routine, training, work, study, sleep. Rhythm greater than rumination. Reply with calm brevity. Avoid paragraphs that over-explain your heart. Make one plan that invests in you. Skill building, mentorship, long walk without your phone. Journal 2 columns. In my control / not in my control. Act only on the left. Release the right. Green flags to lean toward. Initiative from her. Clear plans. Steady follow-through. Accountability. Warmth without games. Red flags to note without drama. Chronic flakiness. Breadcrumbing. Last-minute cancellations. Defensiveness when you state reasonable boundaries. Stoic reframe. This isn't rejection, it's revelation. You're not losing a person, you're gaining the truth. The obstacle, uncertainty, becomes the way, self-mastery. Choose composure over closure chasing. Choose character over control. Mantra for the moment. Prefer, don't cling. Invite, don't insist. Act, don't overreact. Drop a single word in the comments that sums up your focus today. If there are standards, if you're reclaiming your center, type it. Lock it in. You don't need to chase what aligns with you. Lead yourself with discipline, purpose, and composure. Let everything else organize around that gravity. When you stop negotiating your worth, life stops testing it. Stay stoic, stay sharp,